Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, and this is the F9F-8 Cougar from Freewing. We're going to take it up and have a little fun. She's 80 millimeters, part of their super scale. What I'm looking at right now is making sure these pegs are all the way forward and all the way back, because if they're not, your wing will come flying off and you'll have a very interesting day. All right. Timer set for 4 minutes. Got a 5900 SMC version 2 in there, flying in the high rates. Actually, I'm going to switch my mid rates. Right, left, up, down, right, left. The plane does not need, I'll go high rates for taxiing, but the plane does not need takeoff flaps. It does need landing flaps, but does not need takeoff flaps. It's like the A6 Intruder. It just lifts right up because it kind of sits at a natural, kind of a natural stance. Set my timer up for 4 minutes again, and here we go. Got the Freewing brand afterburner, and I got the tanks on. Take it up, spin it, coming right at us. Straight on up.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Victory roll. Gear do take a little while to come down. Gears down.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Landing flaps.
All right, landing left to right.
Braking. Brakes off.
And I kept it on the runway. Now I didn't. All right, going to continue on. This is part of their super scale series.
Flaps up.
And I know this plane doesn't have an afterburner in real life, but I wanted one. I will always take orientation and coolness value all day long over scale realism. All right, here we go.
Gear up.
Gear up. Try to get ourselves a nice
Landing flaps.
slow pass
1 minute.
down the runway.
Flaps up.
All right.
Gear down. Landing flaps.
All right, landing left to right.
Seconds.
All right.
20 seconds.
Good looking plane.
Right. Right full. Prop secured.
All right.
Flaps up.
8 seconds left on a 4-minute timer. Let's go back to the bench. We'll talk about it. All right, we had 8 seconds left, but before we check the battery, you're still filming?
Yep.
Okay. I ended up flying at my high rates. I took off initially in my middle rates, but I got her up and I'm like, no, high rates are better. So that's what I flew in, landed in. So we're going to stay with that. Aileron is 100%, 30% expo. Rudder, elevator, 100%, 30% expo. And rudder, yep. Now that rudder is actually 80% with 30% expo, and that's my high rates. My flap settings, don't even worry about takeoff flaps. You don't need them with this thing. The thing sits at a kind of a upward angle anyways, so it's going to naturally lift off. Just be concerned with landing flaps. Flaps up are -100. Takeoff, if you want to use them, but you don't need them, are -70 with no mix. And landing, however, are -30, no mix. There's no mix needed at all for your landing to elevator mix, so that's excellent. Alrighty. We do have thrust reverse on board, and that's just simply a switch you plug into an open channel. All right, son, if you'll come here, my son Gabriel's filming for us today. I'm going to show you, grab that battery right there, please. This is the battery that's actually in the plane. It's a 5900 SMC pack. It's their HCL, high voltage packs. And if you charge it at 4.35, you get 5900 milliamps, and that's their version 2. It has a 90C discharge. That's my receiver right there. That is a Lemon RX Gen 2 with a satellite that's it's buried over here, and the antennas are going this way. You can't see it because the battery's in the way. We had 8 seconds left on a 4-minute timer. Unplug the free wing afterburner. And we had 46% left. So really, you could even set your timer for 4.5 minutes and fly, come back at probably anywhere from 20 to 25% left on these packs. Now, a regular 5000, I would just leave it at 4 minutes and leave it alone. Let's go look at some of the features of this plane. Some that are unique to this plane. One thing is this is one of their first planes to have the quick connect wings. One of them, not the only one, but one of them. And now why they did the pegs on the top, I don't know. But if you look, of course I got the tanks on. If you squeeze these pegs together, that wing slides out and it just has a quick connect ribbon there are teeth that have teeth on them, and they only fit one way. Okay, slide it back in, and those pegs have to be, this one has to be forward and this one has to be backwards. And I'll be honest, I like that mechanism, but this plane is not very wide anyway, so it's still nice. It's still nice. I'm not going to say anything negative about it. I still got to give this thing a clear coat. Haven't done that yet. CG, I don't know the numbers. It'll be in the description, but it's actually on the wing right here. It's actually written CG, and you can feel it. And this wing, this plane here, this is the kind of plane you want to be pretty well level. You don't want it to be, well, it's kind of favoring tailhead. Well, maybe. You want it to be more level than anything else, okay? It's not a delta wing. It's kind of a hybrid between everything. And but in default, if you can't figure out whether it seems to fly better with tail heavy or favoring tail heavy or favoring nose heavy, you're always good to stick with level. Alrighty. Oh, that's the other thing. The gear do take some time, so you need to take that in consideration when it comes to taking your gear down. So watch how they go up. Now, there were doors on the outside of these, but I removed them because they got ripped off so many times that I just got tired on the grass. So I got tired of replacing them, but these didn't for some reason. So normally there would be a door here cleaning all that up. But here's where you pay attention. When you hit that down gear switch to pull your retracts down for landing, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allow yourself 8 or 9 seconds for that gear to come down, all right, before landing. So basically, before you make your approach, when you're going out to the outer edge and then circling around, when you're halfway down going out, that's when you want to start lowering your gear and make that entire turn and then make your approach, and then your gear should be down if you don't do a gear pass right off the bat. Well, folks, there you go. That is the F9F-8 Cougar from Freewing. It's part of their 80mm Super Scale series. Incredible flying plane. Very good on the battery for an 80mm, and she looks amazing. God bless y'all, folks. Faith, family, and friends. God is good, and that's the Cougar. Bye, y'all.